What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs Series. Let's continue to examine 100 years of world championship fights. Robinson well paid to defeat Lamotta. Fight took place in Chicago. Ray Sugar Robinson headed for New York today. His fight earned swelled by $25,000, and his mastery over middleweight Jake LaMotta proved for the fourth time. September 26, 1945, Robinson defeated the rugged LaMotta last night on a split decision after 12 fast rounds at Comiskey Park before 14,775 fans paid $96,760. LaMotta earned $20,468, or 27.5% of the net receipts. Promoter Jack Kearns, he netted $74,431. Robinson was guaranteed $25,000. It was a 32.5%. Referee Johnny Burr and judges Frank Clark gave the nod to Robinson, while George Art Ogurg voted for LaMotta. LaMotta outweighed Robinson last night, 159 to 150 pounds. October 22nd, 1945, Black Murderers Row Holman Williams defeats Archie Moore, 10 rounds, Baltimore, Maryland, in front of 5,000 spectators. Collectively, they paid $13,059. They witnessed 172-pound Archie Moore lose 10 rounds to 163. Black Murderers Row member, colored middleweight champion, Holman Williams, won the contest at the Baltimore Coliseum. And Archie Moore lost points for low blows. Didn't help the decision. Let's talk about Holman Williams and Archie Moore's career. Now, Holman Williams was born January 30th, 1915 in Pensacola, Florida. He introduced into the World Boxing Hall of Fame 1996, the International Hall of Fame in 2008. He died July 15th, 1967. Fought fighters such as Bob Satterfield, Coco Kid 14 times. He would lose to Coco Kid 9 times. He was in the ring with Archie Moore, Marcel Sedan, Kid Tenoro, Jack Chase 3 times, Burt Littell, Jake LaMotta, Charlie Burley 7 times. Won no contest, 3 wins, 3 losses to Charlie Burley. Little Tiger Aaron Wade, Detroit's O'Neill Bell, Eddie Booker and Lloyd Marshall, Jose Basora and Joe Carter, Antonio Fernandez, Jack Chase. Jack Chase would become the California State Light Heavyweight Champion, California State Middleweight Champion. Being in the ring with young Gene Buffalo, Ernest Cat Williams, called him Ernest Cat Robinson, Paul Jr., Paulie Walker, Baby Tiger Flowers. Holman Williams would lose the Colored World Middleweight Championship belt to Coco Kid, January 15, 1943, New Orleans, Louisiana, in 12 rounds. Holman Williams fought from 1932 to 1948. His record was 146 wins, 31 losses, 36 knockouts. As I stated, he fought Coco Kid 14 times, lost to him 9 times. Charlie Burley Split a victory with him. 3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, or actually 1 no contest. Lloyd Marshall, 2 wins, 1 loss. Jack Chase, 4 wins, no losses. Eddie Booker, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 no decision. Aaron Wade, 2 wins, 1 loss. And Archie Moore, 1 win and 1 loss. Holman Williams, I have my greatest black murderers who fighter. I have my reasons. I have Charlie Burley number 2. Coco Kid number 3. I have Coco Kid, my greatest Puerto Rican fighter. But all these young men that fought during those years. Aaron Tiger Wade. Jack Chase. Holman Williams. Coco Kid. Burt Littell. Elmer Violent Ray and Jimmy Bivens. All fantastic fighters. They fought each other several times. Imagine trying to get past that. Now, November 26, 1945, Ancient Archie Moore knocks out Holman Williams. 11 rounds in Baltimore, Maryland. Once again, over 5,000 spectators have packed the Coliseum to witness the gladiators get it on. Only this time, Archie Moore sets the pace. He throws combinations non-stop at Holman Williams. Now, Archibald Lee Wright, Old Mongoose, will be the true name of Archie Moore. He was born December 13th, 1913, or 1916, Benoit, Mississippi. He died December 9th, 1998, San Diego, California, where he would spend the majority of his career, fighting Johnny Bam Bam Marino, and the Hughes brothers. He stood 5 foot 11 inches and weighed 145 to 206.5 pounds. And the thing with Archie Moore, he'd be in the ring with Jack Chase 6 times. He would lose once to Jack Chase. Big Boy Hughes and Shorty Hughes. Jimmy Bivens 5 times. Lloyd Marshall. Oakland Billy Smith 4 times. And Howard King 6 times. Joey Maxim 3 times. Eddie Booker 3 times. Ezra Charles 3 times. Burt Littell and Coco Kid. Johnny Bam Bam, what they called him Bandit Romero. He was a very strong fighter out there in San Diego. Couldn't get a lot of fights because he was considered a spoiler. 1946. He'd really be busy that year. But Archie Moore and Holman Williams would get it on. And they would split victories. Amazing time that was, I'll tell you. Salute to Holman Williams and Archie Moore. Now, July 29th, 1946, Ezra Charles knocks out Lloyd Marshall. 6 rounds in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ezra Charles was known as the Cincinnati Cobra. Ezra Charles was a hell of a fighter. He's standing to your left. Lloyd Marshall stands to your right. And this was the time a lot of these fighters, from the late 1936 to the late 1940s, really mix it up with one another. Very good black fighters would test each other's mettle. December 10th, 1945, you got Jersey Joe Walcott. Knocks out 25-year-old Curtis Hatchman Hatchet. They called him Hatchman Shepherd. 10 rounds in Baltimore. Jersey Joe Walcott, his name was Arnold Raymond Cream. He was born January 31st, 1914. Pisauca, New Jersey. And he stood 6 foot, and he had a 74-inch reach. Died February 25th, 1994. He was 80 years of age at the time of his death, and he would reside in Camden, New Jersey. Archie Moore was a pleasure to speak with. Told me some great stories about the fights between him and Joe Louis. The Curtis the Hatchman Shepherd. His name was James Roberts. Born August 29th, 1920. Jacksonville, Florida. Died May 10th, 1984. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He was 63 years of age at the time of his death. Stood 5 foot 11 inches. Fought from 1938 to 1949. Had a record of 86 total bouts, 51 wins, 33 losses, 33 knockouts, and he was stopped 5 times. January 26, 1946, Archie Moore defeats Curtis the Hatman Shepherd. 12 rounds, Baltimore, Maryland at the Coliseum. Shepherd fought Herbie Cates, Lee Q. Murray, Tony Musto, and lost to Willie Reddish. Willie Reddish was an unbelievable fighter. Man, he could do that shoulder roll like nobody's business. Unbelievable. Had great conversations with Willie Reddish out of Philadelphia. For Buddy Walker, Kirk Daniels, Big Boy Brown, Rusty Payne, Charlie Doc Williams. Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. November 14th, 1947. Blackjack Billy Fox wins about New York's Madison Square Garden as Bronx Bull Jake LaMotta takes a dive in 4 rounds. Referee was Frank Fulmer. The odds were 6-5. Then it went up to 11-5, but then back down to 3-1. The New York Sack, the chairman, Eddie Egan, kept going back and forth to Jake LaMotta's locker. And he warned him that he heard a rumor about a dive. And if such things should happen, LaMotta would be suspended. Now, Billy Fox had a record of 51-0 with 50 knockouts. Both men were promised that they would get a shot with Gus Lesnievich. Now, what actually happened, Blinky Palamo, Mr. Gray, had offered Jake LaMotta $100,000. Jake refused. And Jake had a brother named Joe LaMotta, who had a career of his own. And he would resign and be the manager of his brother Jake's career. Now, there was rumors that Joe had owed the mob $20,000. And to keep the mob off his back, he would manage his brother, find a way to get the money back. He kept begging Jake to take this dive. And he finally promised Jake that he would get a shot. So Jake took the dive for a shot at the title, not necessarily the money. And it's just unfortunate he got caught up in something that will hover over him for the remainder of his career. But what he really got charged for, he took $20,000 that was given to him in that fight, bet on himself, Marcel Sedan. Marcel Sedan didn't answer the bell in the 10th round. Claimed he had an injured shoulder. And that was investigated. And when Marcel Sedan was going to fly back You have a rematch, which was ordered by the State Athletic Commission. He unfortunately died in a plane crash. So there were never any answers to Jake Lamotta, Blackjack Billy Fox, who, by the way, was from Philadelphia. November 14th, 1947. Now, I skipped up that far because I just wanted to bring that to your attention. We're going to go back down to 1945. Let's jump right into September 27th, 1946. Brooklyn middleweight, power punching sensation, I should say. Rocky Graziano is dropped in the first round. He's saved by the bell. The second round was scheduled for 15 rounds for the World Middleweight Championship contest, New York's. And he'll be dropped by Gary Indiana's middleweight, world champion. They call him the Iron Man, Tony Zale. It will be the first of their 3-fight series. Graziano and Tony Zale fight at Yankee Stadium. The NBA New York SAC World Middleweight Championship contest. Ruby Goldstein was the referee. He had it 143. 6 rounds. And that's when he would stop the contest. 39,827 spectators have paid $342,497. That was a glow skate. Now, Graziano was 27 years old and stood 5'7". He had a 68.5-inch reach and he had a record of 43 wins, 6 losses, 5 draws, and 32 knockouts. Tony Zale was 33 years old. He stood 5'7". He had a 69-inch reach and had a record of 57 wins, 16 losses, 2 draws, and 35 knockouts. And this would be the first of their series. These men would be in the ring with one another 3 times. And each one was a ring classic. But unfortunately, only one fight was saved. We will be watching that 1948 series. That's it for me. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs Series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Salute to my subscribers and salute to 100 years of World Championship fights. Thanks for hanging in with me. Peace.